All right, guys, we are back with another great episode of Let's Talk Fantasy Fishing. I'm your host, Brian Carter. And tonight, guys, we got a special guest on with us. You guys saw that I threw up on the Facebook page, looking for people who want to be on the show, want to talk about their picks, who they picked, why they picked, et cetera, et cetera. So we got someone who wanted to come on tonight and talk to us. No stranger to the Basscast.com, by the way. We're going to announce it. We're going to let you guys see here in a few minutes. All right, guys, don't forget, as always, Let's Talk Fantasy Fishing is sponsored by X Zone Lures. I got in my hand here the Border Craw. It's a 4.25 inch. Check it out. This is the Brandon Polonick approved plum 15-pack deception worm. There you guys go. For you guys who watch the video, you don't get to see if you listen, you missed this part right here. And the green pumpkin June bug 6-inch MB fat finesse worm. Guys, I want to thank X Zone Lures for sponsoring Let's Talk Fantasy Fishing. They've been a part of our fantasy fishing for the Basscast.com for the last 3 years. So, special note, I got packs here. We've got 2 events in a hole, and I haven't heard from the winners yet. So I'm just going to let you guys know now. If you don't pick up your packs, I can't guarantee you who's going to win it. Because at the end of this year, or when it's all over, the fantasy fishing part, we announce our $100 winner, gift card winner, to the online tackle store of your choice. We're going to just give it all away. So you better DM me right now on Facebook. Just FYI, it's going to be after the classic before you get it. But go ahead and hit me up, and I'll send it on out to you ASAP. All right, guys, like I said, right here in my hands are my picks for the 2022 Bassmaster Classic. I've already made my picks. And like I said, we got a special guest on with us tonight. And he is going to talk about why and who he picked. Also, guys, I'd love to do this some more. I mean, I really love for you guys to be a part of this. It'd be cool to have a big Zoom where we have like 5 or 6 different people on. And DM me in the fantasy fishing group. Say, hey, Brian, let's do this a different time. Let's do it on a Sunday. Now, the problem is the weekends, they get a little crazy for Kata. I could do it on Monday or Tuesday. We can't do it Wednesday because that's Basscast Radio. But the weekends are busy because we're running around and we're covering events like we did this past week. But I'd love for you guys to be a part of this. And we do it for you. So let's bring on our special guest. And then we're going to talk fantasy fishing. All right, guys, like I said, special guest on with us tonight. No stranger to the Basscast.com, Brother Bruce Callis. What's up, brother?
What's up, everybody? What's up, Brian?
All right, quick question for you, Bruce. Guys, this dude has been playing fantasy fishing for how many years now? We're talking about FLW. We'll go back that far because we know Major League Fishing just started back up this year. But how many years have you been playing fantasy fishing, Bruce?
Ooh, longer than I think.
I know it's at least 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah, it was when some of these old guys now were young.
Oh, gosh. So, guys, he's been playing for a long time. He loves playing it. Pretty daggone good at it. So we thought we would get him on tonight. And we're going to talk Bassmaster Classic. Guys, if you haven't checked out the weather, let's just talk about that. The conditions this year. I've been hitting it back and forth. They might be up on the beds. I'm going to say nope. That's me. My opinion. The weather is not there for that. And the weather is looking like it's going to line up for those who just like running and gunning and looking for the shad and looking for the pockets. And I'm gearing it up, and I don't know if he's going to win, but it's one of my picks. that I am going with for this year's classic. But I'm going to let our guest go first, and I'm going to let him tell you his Group A pick. Go ahead, Bruce.
All right, Group A. A tough setup there. A lot of great choices. I love my Virginia guys, and I looked at all of it, but I didn't go Virginia, but I did go with who I thought had the best chance to win, and that's Jacob Prosnick.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know it's a Virginia boy, but he still had the best chance.
All right.
I mean, 2015 Classic, 5th on Lake Hartwell.
True.
2018 Classic. All right. 2018 Classic.
Yes.
He was 5th on Lake Hartwell. He's got a good track record there. After last year, he's hungry.
Got that right.
He hadn't had great finishes this year, but that's not Jacob.
That's
Normally
true.
he's up in there. So I'm going with Jacob Prosnick in Group A.
All right. All right, guys. You guys heard, you guys know we did a podcast about 3-4 weeks ago with Brandon Cobb. I'm taking Brandon in 2019. He had a win. 2014, he had a win. And I actually went a little bit further back, guys. I went to his BFLs. 2013, he had a second, a first, a fourth, and I went a little bit further back into 2010. He had third. He knows this lake. He's got lots of spots on his lake. I'll be honest, I ain't gonna say he's not gonna practice, but I have a feeling it's gonna be just a search, a look, and that's gonna be it for Mr. Brandon Cobb. I also picked, I didn't pick, but I threw that out there based on what's happening this year is Patrick Walters. I just, I think Patrick's done come a long ways in the last few years. And I think it's going to be his year, guys. I picked Cobb. I mean, it's kind of hard not to. Jacob Prosnick, that's definitely another great one. But man, Patrick Walters, he's going to earn someone a lot of points. He'll be there on the final day, unless something crazy happens. He'll be there on the final day. All right,
should be there.
Group B.
All right. I went with Stetson Blaylock. Stetson, 2019 Classic, he finished second on Lake Hartwell.
Yes.
Not a lot of history on Hartwell, but I still think he's got it. He's been 8th and 17th this year so far. 8th on St. John's and 17th on Harris, but Harris was just tough for a lot of anglers.
It was, yes.
So I look for him to do real good this one.
Well, we picked the same on that one. Just an FYI. I picked Stetson as well.
God, I'm in trouble.
Don't be in trouble now. You got a lot of time left. And there's a bunch in Group B. John Cox, he's highly favored. He's on fire. He's doing really he's done really well at Harris. And he's cashed checks at both events so far this year. Good checks, by the way. Also,
I know it was tough.
What's that?
Yeah, I mean, it was tough making that choice. I mean, it was too many.
It was.
That you could pick.
That was probably the hardest group, to be honest. I think, in my opinion, it was the hardest group. Also, Drew Cook. Yep. Another one I threw out there. I like him. Something about the boys from Texas. They do really well. Also, in 2019, he had a 4th place finish.
Yep.
So them guys from the West are doing really, really well this year. So there's my opinions. Like I said, I picked Stetson as well. So Group C, brother.
I'm going to let you go first on Group C.
All right, so let me go first. All right, here we are. I picked Buddy Gross. He another angler that's on fire right now. He's had a heck of a year so far. You guys know he finished first last weekend. Podcast uploaded today, which is Monday. The St. John's, he had a 29th place finish. And I don't think this is going to be a betting fish event. I think it's going to be one where he's going to have to go find those pockets of fish. Pretty much, it's going to be a repeat of Harris Chain. We're just following the temperature gauge is going up. I was talking weather a little while ago, guys. We're looking 60s and 70 degrees. But the thing about it is we haven't had the consistent days so far needed. If this tournament was 2 weeks from now, they'd be beating the beds up. It's going to be a lot of running, gunning. That's my opinion. Or if Buddy's able to find that one pocket, I don't know. It's just one of them things where I think it's going to be a repeat from last weekend for Buddy. And I made one more. He's highly favored. You guys all know he fished his final. It was the first time at a Bassmaster event where he fished on the final day, and that's Scott Martin. We all know Scott wants to win a Bassmaster Classic champion. Of all the anglers on this thing, he's working his ass off because he really wants to put one. Like father, like son. Go ahead.
I looked at Scott real hard, and I know he has that desire. He has a drive. I don't see him quite making it to the top 10. I really don't. I see him maybe 11th or 12th, but I don't see a top 10. But I had to go with my man, John Cruz.
All right.
Winning at St. John's. I mean, I think it's his year to really do good. And I think the Classic this year is his. I really do.
Bam. Bam. You guys heard it right there. All right. So let's go to Group D.
All right, D.
Wow. You want to go first? You want me?
Right now. I'll go first.
All right.
That was a tough choice, and I went back and forth on a lot of great anglers. But I went with that Texas connection. He finished third on Harris, and then of course St. John was 40th. But anglers, if they didn't find them, they weren't in the area. That's all it was. So, and in 2019, he finished 47th on Hartwell, but I think he's going to do great this year. That's Ray Hanselman.
Okay. I like it.
And I think he's going to do good. He's going to give me a lot of great points.
All right. So my pick is a college champion from I ain't gonna say too far past. Good God, it seems like forever, but I picked another Brandon Card. The Harris, he finished 25th on the Harris Chain in 2022. St. John's 19th and 29th. He did finish 49th overall. But I just, like I said, I feel that, we're temperature, water, everything else moving on up the chain. I think it'll be, he's been consistent so far. And I think it's hard. I don't know. On my last show, we talked about too, when you start getting into D&E, it's like, you'll go back, and I researched and looked at a lot. I almost went through everybody's profile. And like I said, Brandon Card, that's my pick. And let's go into the final group, everybody. Group E. Go ahead, Bruce.
All right. I picked the Georgia boy here this time.
All right.
St. John's, 10th. Harris, 13th. On Hartwell in 2018, he finished 14th. And in 2019, he finished third.
Wow.
Now I went back and forth on this, but I picked Mark Frazier.
Yeah, we did pick the same on that one. And you are right. He, of all of them, I mean, he could be, it could definitely be, he could be there the final day, top 10. What do you call them when it's like they come from behind, like the ones you like, where in the world did he come from? I think that could be it.
Comeback kid.
Comeback kid. They didn't really come back, but I mean, it's like, I believe the same thing you do. I think he's got a great chance of earning someone a lot of points and actually being in the final 10.
Yeah.
Because that's where that's where we all want to be for whatever they do for the classic. It's 10, right? The final day.
I think so.
But you all want to be fishing, the third day at the Bassmaster Classic.
You got to ride into that stadium on the third day.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
And it's all about points. And it's all about points because points equals X Zone lures and gift cards from the basscast.com.
Now, I was real close into taking Tyler here.
Yeah, that was the second one I picked. I was going to say Tyler. Was it Tyler?
Rivette.
Yeah.
Rivette, isn't it?
Rivette, yeah. In 2019, he finished 18th. On the Harris chain, guys, he finished 16th. Now, this is this year. And on the St. John's, he finished 27th. Man, it's going to be a close one. It's going to be a great event, as always. We're looking forward to it. There's our picks. You guys can take them, leave them, do whatever you want with it. But that's mine and Bruce's opinion about the 2022 Bassmaster Classic.
And I'm going John Cruz all the way.
He's going John Cruz all the way. And I'm going with
second will be Prosnick.
And I'm going with Brandon Cobb. I just think it's his year. A lot of, he's gone through some ups, downs, broke his foot, been a lot of adversity and different things in his wheelhouse. But I'm going with Cobb. And that's my opinion overall. Guys, don't forget, we got a contest on Facebook. Guess the final weight of the 2022 Bassmaster Classic without going over. It is up now. Go play, enter to win. It's a heck of a prize pack we're giving away free right here from the basscast.com. Bruce, guys, will be with me at the Bassmaster Classic. So please make sure you check out the website. Lots of great content from him. His first Bassmaster story is going up tomorrow morning on the basscast.com. So please head on over, give it a read. And Bruce likes your feedback, right, brother Bruce?
Oh, I do. I love when you tell me what you think. Just scroll down to the bottom of the story.
That's it.
And leave that comment. I mean, that's what it's all about.
If
you don't agree with me, say it. I don't get upset.
No.
I just want to hear what you think.
There you go.
And
yes.
And if you are at the Classic, come find us.
There you guys go. We'll be running around acting a fool like always. Ain't that right, Bruce?
I'm always that way.
He's young at heart. Don't matter his age, guys.
Hey, just look out for the dancing machine there.
There you guys go. All right, well, that's it. 2022 Classic. There's our picks. Good luck to you all. Bruce, thank you for being on the show. Guys,
my pleasure.
Let's Talk Fantasy Fishing, sponsored by X Zone Lures. I want to do this again. I want more of you guys on the show. Let's get 4 or 5 different people on the show. Just come on. Here you go. You saw what Bruce is doing. This is what we kind of, we want someone who just says, we definitely want someone, like Bruce did. He did a little research. I do a little research. Look, Go back and look at past events and, base it on whichever you want to base it on. But we love to have you guys on the show. Love for you to be a part of it. And that's it. Bruce, thanks for coming on. And I will see you Thursday at Media Day. All right, guys, there are our picks. Thank you, Bruce, for coming on and talking with us and being a part of tonight's show. Gosh, it's been a while since we had him on anything for a while, but he's still writing, still pumping out stories. Great content from Bruce. And like I said, the first story from Bruce is going up tomorrow on thebasscast.com, a preview of the 2022 Bassmaster Classic. You guys be safe out there. Good luck making your picks. Don't forget to make your picks. And hopefully, some of you guys will be in touch to get your 3 packs of X-Zone lures. Good night, everybody. We'll be talking to you later. Bye.